What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is The Blacklist, Season 3, Episode 12, I believe. No, this is 13. Alistair Pitt. Gotta admit, probably the worst one so far of this second half of the season. It's not terrible, but one of the things I talked about in the last review that I did, The Vim, I love that episode because it seemed like it was just going to be another throwaway episode. One that was just like, oh, these people are crazy and they happen to hurt a friend of Reddington, so now they're going to go after them. In the end, it turns out, no, it's part of the main plot. Like, this is all part of the plan to get to the Cabal. They needed the money from the main guy controlling them. So, it was really enjoyable. And then they have this episode that literally just because this guy was involved with the killing of a woman that Raymond Reddington loved, I guess a long time ago. They never really did specify how long ago it was. But that's not the only issue I have with it. It's just one of the issues. And it was kind of disappointing because I was expecting like there to be some reason why at the end of it. You know, like I was gonna find out that this guy, yeah, maybe he did something to hurt a woman that Reddington loved, but there's something that they need him for, or something along those lines. Like they need him to do something to put these two people together, or something along those lines. But no, it was just a revenge thing for Reddington. Not only that, but also probably one of the worst edited Blacklist episodes that I can think of. It was just so jumpy. I got lost. Like, first they were showing, this one guy getting shot up at this place, and then they cut to the hospital where he's at, and then Tony Shalhoub, who the only reason I know him is because he was my favorite all-time detective, Monk. When I saw him, I was like, Monk! He's on there. I hate that he was in such a poor episode, though. But all of a sudden he shows up and starts saying something about helping them or something like. And then it cuts to Reddington having dinner with a woman, and it cuts to Reddington having conversation with somebody else, and cuts to Tom having conversation. And it was just so jumpy. I had no idea what was going on half the episode. And once again, which is kind of becoming a recurring theme and a recurring problem for the show, they don't explain stuff well enough. Like, most of the stuff that happened this episode, I honestly can't remember it ever being explained, which means it wasn't explained, or it was explained in literally less than a sentence, and if you aren't paying attention for that sentence, you missed it. That's not good. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I prefer there not to be like this long explanation and talking about everything. Just the last Airbender movie by M. Night Shyamalan, everything was explained. I didn't like it. I don't want everything explained, but there are some things that need a good bit of explaining for it to make sense. You didn't do it. Tom is now working with that one Russian spy that appeared in that one episode. I don't really remember her name. Actually, I think I do. I want to say Gina is her first name, and then her second name I only remember because I made fun of it. I think it's Zena Tacos. And my family, my mom's side of the family lives up in Ohio in Xenia, so I was like, it's Xenia Tacos. Da, 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 da. Anyway, I'm very lonely. Excuse the poor jokes. So, she appears kind of out of nowhere, like, out of nowhere is just not even a good word for it. Like, she literally just was not in the bathroom that Tom was in and then was there. And I'm just like, wait. They did not show us how we got to that point. Like, it was just, he goes inside this bathroom and then she's there. It's like, did he contact her? Did she need him for something? What's going on? And apparently he wanted a job, uh, doing something with other bad people, and I guess it was to provide for his new family that he doesn't know that Liv is giving up the baby, I guess. I don't know. But once again, none of it gets explained. I have no idea what was happening there, why he's helping these people, what exactly they're doing. Does he know that Liv's about to give up the baby? Because if he does, why is he still trying to make money to help support for the baby? What is going on? And then everything going on with Red, like, you see him in this diner, and it took me until like the second time they showed him with this woman, that I was just like, hang on, is this going on right now, or is this at a different point? Because it seems like they're cutting very quickly. It turns out that was well in the past. You only know that because Reddington says it at the very end of the episode. And I'm just like, why? What was the point of hiding that from us? What was the point of hiding the fact that he was seeing this woman a long time ago? I don't get that. Like, all you had to do was just say, 2010 or something like that. You don't even have to tell us what month, just tell us what year it is, and then we can finally kind of follow what exactly is going on. Because I really couldn't. I was just, hang on, he was just in the diner with this lady, what's going on there? Like, this is kind of random. Like, we've never heard anything about this lady, now all of a sudden he's talking about he loves her, and it looks like she's having an affair with him. Like, who is this lady? Why haven't I heard about her? And that's honestly the only reason why I was able to piece together halfway through that maybe it was set in the past. Because it kind of clicked that, oh wait, I don't know who this lady is. Maybe it's because she's not been around, and maybe the reason it's cutting so quickly is because this is actually him remembering something. Maybe. It was so strange that they decided to do that. And then, like I said before, the fact that this whole episode was literally just a revenge plot. And even the way it ends just feels so wrong for this show. Because one of the things that they've been trying to one of the kind of morals of this story is that, yeah, Reddington's a bad guy, but he still has morals about him, He still cares for Elizabeth. And a lot of what he does is because of her and for her. And it was nothing to do with Elizabeth. And he even kills a DEA agent. Just, like, one shows up and is about to shoot Reddington because he's taken the Alistair Pitt guy out the back. And then Keen comes up, hits that guy over the head. And then the other one that's been calling her the Russian spy for most of the episode shows up. And it's just like, aha, so he's your source, isn't he? That's the reason he got off so easy, blah, blah, blah. And then Reddington just shoots him, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so now we're just killing innocent people with no remorse. That's nice. That's exactly what the show's always been about. Just killing whoever we want to, no matter the consequences. That's not the show at all. Like, I don't get it. This was such an out there episode. And after last week, where an out there episode ended up being an episode that actually connected to the plot, this one seemed like, an interesting concept that ended up just being, it's just out there. We just threw this one in just because. I don't get it. I don't get it. And the really disappointing thing is, I was really, really, really enjoying the season. It was going really well. Second season, I thought, took a dip for a little bit after a really good first season. And then the third season came out strong, and I'm just like, okay, I'm on board. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And then after everything that happened with the director, I was just like, this is awesome. I want to see exactly what's going on. And then they have the Gregory DeVry episode, and I'm just like, this show is incredible. Like, all of it makes sense. And then they have the one with the Vim. I'm just like, wow, what a twist at the end. And then they just have this episode out of nowhere that just, it connects to nothing. It's there. I don't get it. like the only thing that I feel like is going to connect at all, just because of the previews that I saw, is that Tom gotten himself into trouble with this bad people he's rolling with. Maybe he'll die, and that whole storyline can end. Who knows? But anyway, disappointed with this episode. Hopefully they stepped it up in the next one and kind of bring back that feeling that I was getting in the first few of this is a good show and this is a good season and all of that stuff. But for now, I'm just kind of disappointed. But you know, it's not. It's definitely not a terrible episode. Like there's still parts of it that are enjoyable. Oh, the other. I'm sorry. One final thing, and then I'm done. The other thing that did not connect at all was Samara was talking to Liz about the baby and the baby shower, and when are we gonna? And Liz just like, I'm not having the baby and all of that. And then at the end of the episode, like Samara just out of nowhere starts talking about this guy that dumped her and then got engaged or so. I was just like, wait, what? Who? Like, who? Where did all this happen? I don't remember any of this. Like, I'm so confused right now. Like, she was. Explain, please. Like, I don't understand. When was she dating a guy that dumped her and then got engaged? Like, when was all of this? Like, I remember her and Wrestler sleeping together and that happened, and then now it's awkward and all that. But they're just throwing in these random story points, and I'm just like, did we talk about this at all? Where did this come from? And that's pretty much it. But like I said, there's just stuff they need to be explaining a bit better, and hopefully they start to do better with the next episode. But moving on to the next show. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. Did you like this episode at all? Did you think it was random and out of place like I did? Let me know in the comments. And leave a like and subscribe for more Blacklist reviews. I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.